Hey everybody, welcome back to Breakfast with Bob from Hotel West End in beautiful Nice. My name is Bob Babbitt. We're brought to you by Master Spas, SFuels Go Longer, HOKA Let's Fly, deboer wetsuits, Form Smart Swim Goggles, Zoot Sports, the original triathlon brand, Quintana Roo, Premium Plus Sports, and of course our Challenged Athletes Foundation. One of the favorites here lives basically here in Nice, Clement Mignon joins us. I can't believe you're only 24 years old. That's you've been in the sport for a little bit.
Yeah, hello, hi all.
A pleasure to have you.
Yeah, same for me.
And how far did you grow up from where we are right now?
Only 2K.
2K?
Yeah, since 3 years before I was in the west of France.
Yes.
And after I was in the south at Marseille. It's at 1 hour and a half of Nice.
Yes.
And now, yes, since 3 years with my girlfriend Marjolaine Pierre.
Yes.
A pro triathlete also.
Yes.
We live here, yeah.
How fun is that? Training. When you first heard they're bringing the Ironman World Championship here, you must have been very excited.
Yeah, it's very, very exciting because, yes, it's, for example, the Promenade des Anglais and also the bike course. It's almost my garden because I train almost every day.
On that course?
Yeah, on the course. Yeah, so it's very nice.
And earlier this year, you win Ironman France. And really the only difference is about, 10K short. It was 10K shorter on the bike back then in June.
Yeah, I won in June. It was only my third Ironman.
Yes.
And it was, very nice choice to do before the Worlds to do the bike course also because it's a little bit different between race and training also.
Yes.
Because it's not the same speed and also it's close because without car because
it's scary.
Yeah, it's very busy here at Nice. Also to training is not easy. And yes, it's good also to see the speed exactly on the bike course.
Right, and when you won here, you were third after the bike, right?
I was third after
Cam Worf, Christian Hogenhog.
Yeah, exactly. 2 minutes after.
Yes.
I rode with this guy at the beginning, but on the flat, I was not very good power, so it was difficult after the first long climb.
Yes.
But yes, it's a problem of this bike course because it's very difficult because when you train on, it's good because you do break, for example, after 18K on the climb, for example, you do a break. But during the race is without brakes.
There's no brakes.
Yeah, it's difficult to do because it's also after downhill it's difficult to push a lot of power. So
right. And you got to see Cam Worf ride the bike, which is a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's so strong. So, but I think during the next Sunday it will be better than June also.
Yes. Yeah. Well, the field is so deep.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes a big difference. And with the times like 49 swim and 2:45 marathon. Running in front of the home crowd, that had to be pretty excited.
Yeah, it was very, very good. Lot of cheers, a lot of French people coming to Nice for the Ironman because it's a big race in France. So yeah, it's very nice to have a World Championship in Nice also. And I know a lot of people, friends come at Nice also to see.
Yes.
And yes, it's perfect.
When did you get into triathlon? When did you start the sport?
I've started at 15 years old. I have started by swimming at the beginning during almost 10 years with a lot of competition as very young because, for example, at 10 years old, I swim every day 6 or 7K. So yeah, it was very boring for me after 14 years old. So I started triathlon at 15.
Yes.
And yes, it was for me a liberty. It was very good to discover another things. And yeah, and I love to run and to ride also. So yes, my level on the swim it's almost the same like I was 13 years old.
I mean, so your swim pretty much stayed. With a lot less swimming.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but yes, I prefer when I start triathlon to increase my level on the bike and run. So
right.
Yeah, I was happy to do that because I think it's also good things.
Yes.
Yeah.
When did you feel you were, was there one race that you had that said, hey, I could be really good at this sport?
when?
Was there one race that you had that made you feel like I could become a professional?
Yeah. After triathlon as a young, and I did short competition.
Yes, the
French.
ITU.
Yes,
Yeah, the club teams.
Yes, and club teams.
Yeah.
French Grand Prix. It's a good level.
Great levels. Racing,
so yes, after my young years, I was 19 years old, and I started my first 70.3 to try. It was a test, and at the end of the year, it was at Lanzarote.
Yes.
And I finished 10th with professional. I was age group, so it was very good for me. And now, at this moment, okay, maybe to start long distance. But at the beginning, I did the both short distance and long distance.
Yes.
So it was too difficult for me because
to balance that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So after at 21 years old, after COVID, I started only long distance, and it was a real pressure. And yeah, for me,
you liked it right away.
Yeah, exactly.
Long, yeah. What's fascinating is it used to be people would stay with Olympic and that distance and not get into Ironman until they were 30, 31, 32. Now yourself, Sam Laidlaw, Joe Skip, people get into it younger.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of young people start now triathlon long distance as young people. For example, like Sam, he has done little bit IT also, but he start long distance very early. And I think it's very good because Ironman distance, it's a long way because
it's a long way.
I think after maybe 15 years on Ironman distance, it's possible to learn on this distance. So it was almost the same on 70.3 distance, I think.
When you was Ironman Germany your first?
Yeah, the last year.
That was your first Ironman.
Yeah, my first. It was very, very special because also the atmosphere there, it was amazing.
Crazy.
Yeah,
crowds are gigantic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And you got on the podium.
Yeah, also
your third place.
Yeah. I was fourth, and the last 2K, I finished good finish for.
Got the third.
Yeah, exactly.
Got the podium.
Yeah, it was
so
good.
Cool. And you first time out, you go under 8 hours.
Yeah.
7:58 for first time you do an Ironman,
Yeah,
and then you go to Kona.
Yeah, just after.
Then you got 9th.
Yeah, exactly.
Your first Kona.
Yes, my first Kona, and it was difficult because I have injury also 3 weeks before the race. Impossible for me to run, so I have done little bit aqua jogging. So it was difficult, and I have done also 5 minutes of penalty. So it was very difficult because I catch the first group after 20K. So in the first 20K, I ride 1 minute faster than first group.
Yes,
and it was very good day. So yes. It was difficult after because I take my penalty at 30K, so I was alone.
Yes.
And I catch one by one people, and I do without penalty. I think the third time on the bike race. So yes, I was very happy about that.
Well, yeah. You go under 8 hours. This time you go 7:56.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a penalty.
Yeah.
Penalty, That's impressive. And then you go and win. You go and win Nice, your third one.
Yeah, for my third. And yes, it was very special to win Nice because it's my home now, and I want to stay here with my girlfriend Marjolaine, to stay at Nice because people here enjoy the life also, and it's good for training, but it's good also to be with people who enjoy the life. It's important for me and my girlfriend.
Well, and also this is a great triathlon community, right? The Nice Triathlon Club. There's so much going on here.
Yeah, exactly. There are a lot of people practice triathlon here at Nice, and it's a long time. So, yes, it's perfect. Yes, it's difficult at the beginning to train because when you don't know the city, for example, but now since 3 years, it's perfect. You
know everything.
Yeah. Almost.
Just like when you were signing the poster, you basically knew who lived in all the houses along. That is very cool. And so I see a lot of Alpe d'Huez, a lot of races with good climbing in it that you've done well at. Yes. Yeah, my first year as a professional was in 2021. Yep. And it was the goal was to discover good French competition because we are a lot of good competition in France with Alpe d'Huez, with Gérardmer also. With French championship long distance. Yes. It was just next to the Nice. It was at Cagnes-sur-Mer, and it was with the Call of Vents, so it was very good also.
And yes, I was very good also. Yes, on the climb. I prefer on the climb, or I like also the bike course of Kona because it's always with you turn the leg. Yes, always.
Yes, that's very cool. I mean, when I look at the the different races, I mean, you had success. You win. Your first year as a pro, you had 4 wins.
4 or 5 wins. Yeah. It was a good start. Also, I have won 70.3 of Andorra.
Yeah,
it was the first edition, and it was very good also.
Well, and then you got to the Worlds, 70.3 Worlds, 16th.
Yeah, it was.
But you find out what it's like to race where everybody's there when you get a great field.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it was a good first experience for me because also it was my first travel in US.
Oh,
so yes, it's I'm only 21 years old, so yes, it was the beginning, but it was a good first experience.
Exactly, and again, and like we said, in 2022, you had just great races. Majorca second, and
too many races, I think.
So I was going to say I had to continue on the other page because you had you had
it was also
10 races or something. Wait, more
or maybe I've done 15. I've done 13 70.3 and 2 Ironman. Yeah, and I've done 2 short distance also.
Yes,
so, yes.
But you seem like you did a lot of them in 2022.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was very tired after this season.
You think? Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would it mean to you to win this race in your hometown? What would it mean to you to win here in your hometown?
It's difficult to know because it's difficult to win here, but yes, it will be very, very good to win here because yes, it's my home now.
Yes,
and also a lot of people cheers on me. For example, during training, it's to prepare Ironman Nice in June.
Right.
It was very good because each Sunday I do my long session of the run.
Yes.
And I see a lot of people to cheer and to also to prepare Nice also because a lot of triathletes.
Everybody's racing.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it was very nice, and I think it's maybe I'm young, but yes, I want to win this race.
Why wouldn't I? Why not? Yeah. You win this race, and then you go to Kona next year and win there. Why not?
Yeah, because it's true. Because the main goal of my career is to win Kona. Because Kona, I think it's good to have Ironman World Championship at Nice, but Kona, it's the best.
The
for
history.
Me. Yeah, exactly. History.
Yeah. What was the experience in Kona? Was pretty fun for you?
Yeah, it was very, very good. We talk about that with Marjolaine often because yes, it was crazy because, for example, during 2 weeks before the race, a lot of people train at the same place.
Yes.
So it's a very special atmosphere, and yes, it's very. You have a lot of motivation there. It's crazy.
And after coming from that swim background where you were just looking at a black line all the time, to be able to be on the bike and be running and see people and see sights, it has to be so much more fun.
Yeah, exactly. You are not alone, and I think it's the reason why it's so special.
I love it. Thank you for taking time. Such a pleasure to get to chat with you, and best of luck on Sunday.
The same. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Clement Mignon has been our guest. Again, Breakfast with Bob from the beautiful West End Hotel. Hold on, everybody. We will be right